that's getting removed. So they're trying to get some playtime in it before it gets removed. And now going up against Navi on this too, of course, it's not going to be easy. But I know they're looking for the win. I'm looking for a brilliant display of individual level from some of these players.
Sure.
And for Fuxo to win some more fans here.
Yeah, I'm all for it. Again, like, you know, I think they kind of saved the showdown in that regard, in the sense that they became the tail of what was a very kind of mixed bag of results right before the major. To qualify for this, you know, we talked about how Fuxo weren't able to qualify for Rio because they were such a new team, but this is their major cycle in a way. So just being here, I think, is an achievement for this roster. And any damage they can do, well, it's just added on top. But tough opponent, huh?
Yeah, it's the biggest dog that they could go up against in Navi, so we'll see.
We shall see. Dust 2, good place for them. This is where they have hit hard in the past and currently sit outside of long. Navi going to lead it back on Catwalk. We've got SDY and Electronic in the server. Both of them awaiting. So at least space being given here to Fuxo. They're being allowed to get into this site with the double cross. All is going to be good. We could be staring at a 5 versus 5 retake attempt to start off this head-to-head. But they're going to stutter step. Try to find a frag. When nothing presents itself, go ahead and plant that bomb. Towards mid, Phelps continues to work. He'll be preoccupied with Perfecto. That actually draws.
Okay, dude.
Are you kidding? You can't
He's 10 feet taller. He wasn't touching the ground. Either way, it's illegal.
That's the first kill of this series? Are you kidding? And into the retake. Like, if that doesn't send a shiver down the spine of every other player here on Fuxo, how does Phelps even call that? Electronic presses in. We're going to get Lux trying to bring it back, but that's it. That's all. Simple. The jumping USP to defuse in the pistol.
All right, Jordan. What? I mean, he was at the apex of his jump. I don't think anyone's ever got this kill in their life. No way.
Oh my God. Yeah, you gotta. If you don't laugh, you cry.
You know exactly what just happened to you, and there's nothing that you can do about it.
God damn.
All right. Well, that sets the tone. The last we saw of Simple playing at the Rio Major versus Furia, of course, it was one of his worst performances. Definitely at a major, of course, and they got eliminated in the match. Wasn't a great day for him. But outside of that, at the major, still had an incredible major in this year. Still #1 player this year. Just a little bit of recency, you know, questioning for people when it comes to his current form. But I think it's kind of on Simple to show us that he'll continue to struggle rather than us to assume that he will. And that's been the story for him for, I think, about the last half-decade.
The tale that keeps on giving. Grenade into Phelps. Simple. Oof, there we go. A little bit of revenge. Okay.
That'll feel good.
Yeah. For Phelps, definitely.
We watched Kill Bill a couple weeks ago.
Now
Revenge
he's
is
big.
important. That's what we learned.
Great films.
Yeah.
We were getting through the entire Tarantino encyclopedia.
We watched them all, actually.
Yeah. We flew all the way to London just to watch movies with Maui.
Bill. Yeah, that's right.
Well done. Electronic. Well, he sees it, but why be another casualty?
That was very
Fuxo.
Shakespearean, by the way.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, like that.
Fuxo at a fall finals. Kind of cool because I think that at showdowns we generally get like maybe an upset here or there, but in terms of qualifying for the next event, those upsets don't generally tend to continue on. So they really have embodied the showdown tale, the fairy tale that is, and right now is not. Navi, that's the 2-0 start. Only the 1 death versus Simple because of Phelps' Deeg. Fuxo, let's see those guns.
Yeah, Navi play well versus, when it comes to like aggressive play styles, like outside of that major match versus Furia, there was very little evidence that they could, you know, that Furia could win that game versus Navi, because in history, apart from one best-of-3 win online, Navi have dumpstered Furia like countless times. And no matter how aggressive they play, Navi are very comfortable at slowing down the game and playing versus teams like that. There was an opportunity for Woody, but he drops it. They'll see 2 cross, but that's not enough info to make any plays off of it. Bit actively spotting. And what could be a bit of a bait, actually, with Bit spotting from back there with a rifle and Electronic up front. See if they give away any audibles.
Ooh. Off angle. Oh, and with that smoke down. Lux lucky to be alive. Should've, coulda, would've been SDY's opening.
But now they've breached Cat as well, so this is something. And we know where the magic of Fuxo will come from will be their individuals taking their risks as soon as they feel like it's time. And we know they're willing to fly.
And I think that if you have no idea what this Fuxo formula is, you've got to keep eyes on Luke Housie. He is an absolute anomaly, as Pimp was referring to in the pregame, in terms of his T-sides. Like, just being rated above anybody else. It's so odd. That
well, it's above his own CT side rating.
Sides, yeah.
It's
so bizarre. There's nobody else like that.
Yeah, there's no other player that has higher T-side ratings. And then we'll see, you know, how much that holds up playing against this upper echelon of Counter-Strike teams here at the fall final. Would be the real test for him. But so far, so good.
Yeah, they get up the catwalk for free. So 25 seconds to spare. That long control, very much known to Fuxo because of SDY's initial fight. Woody plants bomb towards Cat. And T's peel away. We've got no utility for the post plant. A singular flash on Perfecto. So a retake. That's going to have to come through swiftly and cleanly. Phelps tries to keep them at bay here towards the long cross. And once SDY rounds that corner, it's a gunfight that begins. Conjoining with the CT push up works well. Perfecto in with impact from middle. Lux, awkward spot with the AWP, especially 5 health. And that gets cleared in an instant by Bit. Electronics found his headshot, and Navi just perfectly sliding straight through.
Man, they're so good at staying composed into those retakes and then pushing through. We saw FaZe earlier today show us that they are not the team that left the major 0-3.
Yeah, thank God.
Only a single map in that Legend stage versus BNE where they lost the series. And they came through, played so much better here at the fall final. And, you know, I think there were a lot of weird storylines that came out of that major because of all the top teams that didn't play up to their own level. And even far below it, you know, in a lot of instances. I mean, even NIP were one that going 0-3 in Legend stage was already quite surprising. Yep. So I think that the story for the fall final is just about it's a mini redemption arc for the top teams. Maybe you don't even need it, but just to show us that they still are at their kind of mean level for the year. And I think most of us believe that they will continue and bounce back, basically. They'll come back stronger, as we like to say in esports.
I mean, as they're allowed to, FaZe. I think the cool thing is we're going to get that same attempt from G2, right? But just a real unknown quantity as to what the hell they've been up to other than watching the major. So later tonight versus Liquid.
Yep.
That's a BO3 worth staying up for.
Fuxo don't look that scary. We're going with Fuxo or I know it's Fuxo, but I'm having trouble.
Oh, yeah, it's Fuxo. That's right.
I'm having trouble.
No, I got a Portuguese lesson last time at the showdown.
I'm going to try to remember.
Yes, it's
Fuxo. So we'll give it a shot.
Yep. Fuxo trying to find their flow. Lux lands the scout shot into Simple, dodges the op in return. So a little warning sign here, okay? We've got Fuxo in with some weapons.
So I don't know how much preparing they did, but we see that Navi are sneaking. Oh, wow, man, he's so clean with it. How'd he get up on that box so fast?
Agile, man. Great vertical leap.
Yeah, but the trade comes through. That's important.
And VSM, had he hit the headshot towards that A site, well, we could have seen the flood forward from the flu, but Perfecto. Now known, and not able to snap that M4 downwards. So Phelps gets the return kill, missed shot from Simple, and yeah, he's got the inkling as to the player to the left, but he's also got that sign of life from VSM, who comes out from tunnels and opens up the B site. The bomb carrier is able to peel away from mid doors. Now SDY, if he could kill Phelps in this corner, then that retake could get rolling, but he gets tagged up by, of course, VSM's coverage, and Phelps can comfortably lock in here. Everybody's busy right now from Fuxo. And with that fresh mag, Phelps guns down 2. We've got the T's on the board.
Hey, the big one right there was VSM coming out of the tunnels, taking down Simple. And Simple had 2 harder shots. Didn't go through. This bit of movement here from Bit. He was close doors, and I was just going to say it looks like, you know, when we watched Fuxo play, a lot of their plays came to sneaking up mid door, sneaking up cat with one player. Yakinder style, getting out and just trying to take a fight as quickly as possible. So it looks like Navi are trying to stuff those choke points in the early rounds and play closed doors a lot. They've got Electronic in there again.
Phelps on the hunt.
Oh, Electronic's pushing lower, actually.
And he's going to get VSM. Yeah, in between 2 angles.
I think this is a clearly an important part of the game plan right now for Navi. And even though, I mean, Fuxo won that round on an eco, so they've got a little bit left over. Not to say they can afford to lose, but it's one of the better rounds.
And from all out long to all gone. We're gonna leave it. Woody tries to swing the op towards middle, Bit playing around with him and drawing Perfecto ever closer. Flash over top, Woody ducks.
Don't know if you saw that.
And that's going to allow Perfecto to double up towards upper tunnels.
Oh, they got full middle control now. Woody's going to have so much pressure in just a second. Simple will take him out. Bit rotates into the B site, and they don't know about Perfecto and lower just yet.
Oh, he's sitting still. All is good. Ready for the lower peak. Ooh, Perfecto. So clean. 3 headshots. Bop, bop, bop. Everybody goes down in tunnels.
Damn. He's got the nice haircut. He's fragging like this. I mean, he's going to be a star soon. I don't know if they have room.
Clean with it.
This is a crosshair placement masterclass from Perfecto. Wasted no energy. 0 flicks right there.
Yeah, we call him the support player of Navi, but I mean, individually, also solid.
Yes.
Right? It's not like some weak link.
Yeah, as a support player, he's got
go.
close to like top 20 stats. I mean, he had a very good year just on the stats alone, which is hard to do from all the positions that he plays.
Phelps about to press into Bit, who was looking at the catwalk, but sensed the peak right before it comes through. So that's going to counter out what was Simple's first death. Woody, props for that on the scoreboard by besting one of the best.
So, well, at least with the one player dying, Lux gets an upgrade. But Navi are very calm right now. They've still got 3A. And their left side long door, so they can focus forward. Oh, shots missed. It's Bit. He can't hit that off shot. Ooh. Oh my god.
Yeah, okay. Bit and SDY both coming up empty-handed on that A site. Sure, some damage in, but it's not as though Perfecto and Electronic are going to give us a strong effort. No trades yet, so we lean back if we're Navi. M4 won't win this fight.
Okay.
Not now and not once the update comes live.
Yeah.
Once World Final rolls around.
It's a great shot.
Yes.
Insane entries, right? I mean, Electronic falls back to pit with a flash in his pocket. Could have used that if they had got one kill, then the top comes out, then the flash comes in, then they can put up a defense, they can call for rotations, but 2 kills on entries in sequence. I mean, that's the Fuxo magic, and that's what they pull off right here. This is their comfort zone. Again, they love entering off cat. And the ops are not doing too well so far this game for Navi. But, wow!
Okay.
Hey, that was a blinder.
That's a great round for Woody then.
That is why they call him Zywood.
Close on Electronic, the open on Simple.
Maybe they should call him Woodwoo.
Woodwoo.
The French guy. They should call the French guy Woodwoo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thinking about it, Phelps. There's nobody there. Go, be brave.
The gentle words of encouragement. Oh. No damage.
Yes.
Oh, wait, yes damage.
Lux's damage, so we'll see. We'll see. It's live.
It's live. They are still going in. Has to be corroborated, of course. They don't know about each other's health. Cat is the place to go. I mean, this is just going to be a save, essentially, if they go forward with this attack. So Navi really just kind of crossing their toes and hoping something else comes. We'll see if Fuxo overthink it or not. Doesn't feel like it.
You say crossing your toes? Do you cross your toes before your fingers?
It just meant like they're going for the extra luck right away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. Lukowski's little lag here is why we went for the not live. But
looks like they don't even need him. Oh, maybe they need him.
We'll see. Pistols facing from long. Another headshot. Ooh, that's nasty. Dramatic, making the most of the chaos. Actually kills Lux. Simple. P250s from downtown do damage. And Simple gonna go at this, almost finishing off the little that's left of Woody, but 2 survive for Fluxo.
Well, guess what, Pim? We've done enough talking. Analysts stop talk, casters go, and Launders. I heard you were having a rough time at some golf yesterday.
Ha, loser.
Okay.
Whoa.
No, listen up.
Shots fired.
It was Connor.
Yo, okay. Yeah, kick me while I'm down. Why not?
Oh, man.
It's okay.
We have storylines in Counter-Strike, but our mini golf storylines, unparalleled.
Every time we come to Copenhagen, we got to get a round in.
Yeah.
Freya didn't win. That's all I have to say.
Yes. We're here to gaslight the community about Freya's mini golf results. Maybe we'll save that for another pause. Not that there will be one.
There will be no other pause.
Yeah,
knock on wood, brother.
All right. Well, Woody, he's cooking today.
Yeah, they say knock on wood. Well, he knocks on Simple. Smashes him out of the mid peak again. So that's actually a couple opening kills here versus Simple between the op duel of him and Woody. And with it, Fluxo gonna lean into, again, what they love, that little cat to A play. Last time we saw, of course, SDY and Electronic here on site, neither able to deliver a kill. They've replaced SDY, they've put up Perfecto, who is shooting very sharp. But they're met by a smoke, so things come to an abrupt hold. They'll keep hanging on.
Watching for all kinds of boosts here.
Yeah, gotta be ready.
They know Fluxo will take cat if it's there, and there's the nade to greet him.
Yeah, great nade damage.
Okay.
Primes a couple players for some easy pushovers. Perfecto in with one.
Oh, there he is.
That is what we're talking about. He got hit by a nade, he got hit by bullets, and still delivers the back-to-back headshots inside the site. So Fluxo able to keep this round alive thanks to him. And with this, SDY tries to set up Bit with some flashes over the long cross. But we've got all 3 Ts in the open, looking for duels and delivering. VSM, he's got a headshot. Lux is going to close it. Lukowski inspiring the other 2 as this game's tied at 4.
Yeah, now it's looking good. And yeah, that Lukowski round, we've seen that a million times with his cat entry. So he's probably feeling good to get some shine so far in this match. I'll watch that back. And again, as you put it, hit by every single piece of utility on top of pressure from multiple riflers, and still adjusted for that second kill. Tough one. It was 4v5, but they had enough in position on the A site to make that really difficult to win.
Sure enough.
Fuxo still found a way in.
Oh,
Well, okay.
yeah, go fight Simple. It's easier than Electronic with a Deeg, it seems. Got drawn out by the pit cross. Sundai Young comes through with damage. P250 gets away from Bit. SDY tries to stretch, and that smoke actually gives him the op. So, extendo arm. He'll grab it, give it over to Simple.
And it looks like they're going to try to immediately avoid this op by splitting B. I think the CTs will understand that this is coming as well, but...
Perfecto gets the shoulder, a warning sign as to what's coming. Electronic's gone down, and Phelps comes through with the kill. So sure enough, no chance to push through the CT spawn. Op of Simple, missed shot. And now just hoping for the save. Oh, he'll get away. And Fuxo, they've got a lead.
Yes. Imagine that narrative. Simple struggling versus BR teams back-to-back. Imagine.
Furia have done damage.
Yeah, they've broken
Irresistible
them in.
damage.
Irresistible?
Irreparable. Irreparabellum.
Oh, okay, here it is.
Oh! Okay. No.
It's there.
Nope. Nope. He's fine. He's fine. He's going to be okay.
That was across the moon.
What's on the other side of the moon? They never tell you that.
Pink Floyd?
VSM. Yeah, daunting task to go grab these scoped guns from Navi. So bomb pops 2 survive for Fluxo, 2 survive for Navi. And Simple got some aim practice there at the end of the round.
Yeah, that was nice. But they were happy to just run away from that off as soon as possible. Yeah, let's watch it back. It was that nice. Oh my god.
Clean shot. Now, you just got to do it versus Woody at the start of these rounds.
Can't kill Woody these days. He is 4 and 6, but all his kills are nuts.
Yeah. But I believe he was 2 and 5. So, a couple 5 versus 4s from his AWP in middle.
Man, that's a lot of numbers.
Nobody's going to show him any skin.
Simple.
Yeah, up on Cat, ready to go. We've got another attempt here at the op versus op fight, supported by AKs as they all start to clamber over the mid-box. And we're going to throw a wrench in the works with a flash simultaneous run boost, and it works. Lukowski, low HP, some die young on an aisle, and trying to get back, but also trying to keep them away at bay. And Simple stays towards Car, burned into the open. He's going to press this fight straight into the chest of Lux. Double back on Cat, damaged by the fire. And there's no creep out yet from Woody, but he is inside those long doors. And Phelps, well, he'll shave SDY off the play. Perfecto popped 3v2 and B-site wide open.
Wow, 50 seconds left as well. They don't even have to rush this. Now, Woody's back here on long with the bomb. They're still thinking about going A. They're waiting for the CT rotation to try to punish, get some info. And now Woody will make his way back around. I mean, this is a vacant site, and VSM has control of it. They even control middle rotation through lower tunnels, so there's nothing to worry about in this spot. It looked like Woody was going too slow in that spot because Simple didn't come back to check if there was a second player along. And if they continued on with that split too late, staggered, without that VSM kill, well, it probably would have been over. Simple kind of makes the only play that he can in that spot, pushes forward towards long with the cap pressure, and manages to get the frag, but Fuxo are finding leverage, whether it's getting the double cat entries, opening up B more than once. It was VSM to take down Simple with his Deagle on that previous round, and now to do it again in a pure 50-50 rifle duel. It's a good sign for them. Again, they'll be missing Dust 2 when it's out of the pool, but for now, they'll get to enjoy it.
Anubis.
Yeah.
What a curveball. I love the bait and switch. They put in Tuscan. You know, everybody sets expectations.
Yeah.
And then CSGO with the switcheroo.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll be honest. I like Tuscan. I like Anubis more.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll co-sign that.
I even like back in the day played a whole CEVO season on Tuscan in matches in CSGO. And
couldn't tell you anything about Tuscan.
Yeah.
I know there's an underground.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely some nostalgia there, but and the remake is it's solid. It's a pretty map, but I think definitely Anubis has more potential. I won't lie. So, pretty happy to see that coming in. But for now, why don't we just get Dust 2 played as many times as possible?
Yeah, we'll enjoy this while we can.
Right.
You know, we know this is like the last box of coveted Dust 2 days.
Yeah. For who knows how long. What if it's literally forever?
Wow. Deep. Real deep. Lukowski, as deep as he can get until the fire has him held back. Quick attempt at the cat clash. SDY will find Lux, not from on top of his blue box, but just behind it. And he's going to extend out here. Chance at a second, but VSM keeps it clean, survives on 1 point of health. Frustrating, if you're SDY.
Back to cat tactics once again, but the short push is coming. Lukowski is guarding this. Oh, and he'll get punished. It's a bait from the first rifler.
Yeah, remember, low HP for VSM, so essentially a 2v4. Phelps tries to find a home for these bullets. Electronic, comfortable enough to just play out into the open.
Fuxo are getting a little bit stiff here. I mean, 5-round streak, so there's that. Oh, and they just think that it's going to be back to mid. Perfecto will catch one now.
Just sat there on a platter.
Okay, Simple's playing Goose. Locked in position on the A site.
VSM now dead. Overkill and an op shot to finish off the 1 HP. Phelps, 1v3. Perfecto pressed into the corner. He's going to have that every day of the week. So Navi answer back and cut down that lead quickly.
Yes, they soften him up really nicely there. And yes, there is just this compulsion, persistent compulsion from Fuxo to try to make the cat work as much as possible. And
look at this shot.
Yeah, that's, I think it was a double headshot through the door as well. Yeah, my face went. But they do look a little stiff sometimes when they're just waiting for that opportunity. And the better teams that you play, of course, they're going to get suspicious when there's not enough map pressure in those moments. So going to be key for Fuxo to, even if they want to go back to cat, keep dressing it up a little bit more differently every single time. And they have left some stuff open. Like they did do some late round into B. They have done an A split with long control and things like that. But I think Navi know. In their heart of hearts, they're trying to get onto this catwalk.
Waiting a few rounds here on this T side, so we'll see what else Fuxo have to offer, but Woody's not going to land the shot this time around. No, sir.
Yeah, he was actually set up in the right position to hit that, but just not fast enough these last couple.
We go back to the fact that, again, he's 4 and 7 now. 2 of those kills are opening 5 versus 4s against Simple.
Yep.
Oh, Phelps, yikes. Can't dodge that one. Electronic catches him stuck in the doorway. Lukowski comes back at it, though. He'll go ahead and pick up the trade. Wild scenes. Woody awaits the peek. Saw a little shoulder.
Well, he could take a shot. I don't know if there's any more shoulders coming. They're coming towards the door.
Yeah, he read it.
Great one from Woody.
Impact. It's going to leave Bit on his own towards B.
Oh, he's so alone. And look how slow the rotations are. There's one at long still.
But also no split. So if Bit just keeps this locked in towards the exit, it's all good. But they come out silently. Sneaky stuff from VSM. And again, Fuxo able to get into this B site. We've seen it happen in 3v3s. And this one's going to net them a 7th win on the T side.
That one's really solid. Good trades. Bit of an awkward start with the Phelps throwing a nade and walking out, and then I think getting blocked in the door. But his teammate who blocks him makes sure that that death is not in vain. That's Lukowski once again. And VSM once again on the B entry. Working well on both halves of the map in that regard. This game's kind of been very hard to figure out exactly what's happened. I mean, clearly people are warming up to playing against each other. Some great shots being hit, some easy shots being missed on both sides. And some awkward moments, of course.
But Lukowski brought it back.
Yes.
Reaggressed a little late. Finds Electronic. Nice presence of mind from Woody. And really cool, quiet lurk out from VSM, so.
Yeah, that was one. That's like one of the situations. I mean, sometimes you want exec, sometimes contact play works way better. And because they had threatened the mid-split, Bit tried to take a favorable fight versus the door instead of just sitting behind the haystack. And that cost him his life.
2 deaths from Navi already towards mid and that B site, so why not keep it quiet? Simple's going to extend down Cat, tries to peer into the tunnels, and falls back as Fuxo are going to go ahead for the boost. They've got eyes on the corner, but Simple not going to stick around.
No one on the chase for the time being. We've seen some early action, I think, has dictated the course of these rounds. This time coming in a bit slower.
Walks away.
Oof. I mean, they've got Navi scared enough not to be pushing as much as they were early, even playing close mid doors, anything like that. So that's a nice place to be for Fuxo, and I like them slowing it down now, feeling it out. And they've also picked the right, like they smoke off the 3 players, readying the B split once again. That pressure came in from CT spawn.
Yeah, stepped out into a stream of
Electronic
bullets.
is extremely weak to mid, but they're actually not splitting through mid for the time being. So he's got a strong position.
Yeah, just like last round, it's going to just be the tunnels play. They're making noise, so Bit, single-handedly shuts down VSM and Phelps. And then without that mid-split, Electronic's free to move, so the life just gets stripped straight from them. Hello, Bit, and goodbye, Fuxo, here in round 13. That's a 6th for Navi.
Sometimes the remedy is just to let the other team play. And Fuxo, they just couldn't find that engagement to kick things off, so losing 2. I would have liked to see what happens if they go 1-for-1 with Bit. Electronic maybe gets traded. But I think from Electronic's spot, that was the winning position as long as the mid-split didn't come through. Hard for them to read that he would be there because that's a risk for him to stand at Hummer. And, well, it wasn't even necessary. Bit did all the work by himself.
Nope, not this time either, Woody.
He's been 3 for 3 in terms of where they're swinging from, though. Actually, just hasn't hit that shot.
Yeah. So 0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to curl your finger for a little extra reaction time. That's the thing that he's not doing.
Oy. In between the fire, Simple doesn't catch Phelps, getting closer. And the smoke grenade will nullify the threat. VSM tag for 96. That's a headache here in round 14.
He's fine as long as he has 1 HP or more.
Yeah, we've seen him try. Simple crawling away. Nade with Phelps' name on it. But worse. Still no follow through. Again, kind of these dead air moments in the mid rounds from Fuxo.
Yeah, they're not working too much, and I think Navi, they're like, all right, we know we could be taking control of things, but yes, they have won some rounds versus us, so why don't we just tighten up a bit? And I think that's the respect that Fuxo have earned, so they can go back to these more simple strategies, and they work. They're on cat where they like to be. 5v5 this late is not their best position.
Ooh, an electronic. He gets kind of, yeah, he gets tagged up as he's coming into the bomb site. Just thought he had another second there to move, to wiggle into a better position. Simple, it's gonna have to be him here and now. 25 seconds on the clock, second shot's a miss, and that's enough for Lux to get the bomb down. So now retake needed. Oh! Wow. And if only, you know, bomb could have gotten stopped, but it's been planted in the process. Simple with the killer instinct, almost finished off by VSM, still alive on 8 HP, and with that 8 HP, puts down the man on site. Perfecto kills Lukowski, this one falls to Woody. He's got 4 players coming at him, and he's down to only 9 health. So he tucks it and run. That is a 7th for Navi at a tied game as we get to the end of the first half.
Yeah, at the end of the day, just a very competitive half so far. We've seen some strong rounds in the retakes from Navi, but in the middle of that, with the 5-round streak, Fuxo were getting a lot of 5v4s. They also won like a 2 or 3 3v4s on some 2K entries, and they do a really great job just entering off of Cat, I think, in particular. It's not just one rifler that's good at that, but right here. Ops light him up. Simple stays alive for way too long. And eventually, you know, he's going to hit that shot. Simple 14 and 8, even with some kind of rough rounds in here.
Oh, catching Phelps. Top fragger for Fuxo throughout this first 15. Lukowski, though, on the hunt. Yeah, he's not going to give SDY much space to breathe here. Molly on his feet. He's got a smoke to put it out. So sitting on 55 health. A sea of smoke grenades from Fuxo just to try and get across, but utility goes both ways, and they'll have to stall out. They're going to boost. They're going to try to pry over top of this. It's a decent play.
Yeah.
Could have caught somebody in transition, but Navi players back towards middle instead.
Yeah, already working on the retake protocols, and they have lots of utility here to do so. There's actually no more smokes left over for Fuxo to perform any big delay. They'll need to frag out now. Retake is coming.
Here we go. Last gunfight of Fuxo's T-side here on Dust 2. Simple scouring the site, heads tucked from Fuxo. Op shots ominous, and Bit will find that first one. So starting to peel it apart, presses in closer. SDY gets his fight on ramp and finishes that one off. He's got 2 bullets in the mag, so now they start to run around. Oh my god, he's in the open and still delivering kills. Despite all that damage at the start, SDY stamps his name on round 15, and Navi take a lead. And so we jump back into the action. Fuxo versus Navi, Dust 2 to kick off this series. It's the fairy tale of the showdown run now versus one of the world's best. But 7 rounds is nothing to scoff at. Good T-side out of Fuxo, some stutters here and there. But now we'll see what Navi have to offer on their offense.
And that'll be a good question. Now, yeah, there's... I don't know. Fuxo just, I don't think the, amount of rounds here won is going to matter. Fuxo play better, than they'll be able to do this. They're definitely comfortable on the map. And doing some good stuff today. VSM was one of them on the entries in that first half. Now, the B anchor.
Ooh. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. Still alive, just by getting gushed. And then Woody, who is waiting down in tunnels, gets active. Starts to push around on flank. Sumdai Young's about to be exposed towards tunnels, but the smoke grenade actually gives him just enough cover for things to still get weird. Woody's going to put an end to the shenanigans. Perfecto in the 1v4, swarmed, and Fuxo tie this game right back up with those clean VSM taps.
Yeah, those are so good. I mean, if they crossed, he could no longer kind of take that fight or anything else towards the site. It slows things down tremendously, and these are not easy shots to hit at all, so real beautiful stuff. Those 2 bullets tie the game up. Bai comes in, Navi, no bomb plant, they'll save. But Fuxo will still play it relatively safe. Only 1 SMG here with 2 M4s behind it. I think that is the way you want to play when you're kind of severely disfavored in a matchup.
See what Woody can offer us from this side of the doors throughout this half. He had chances in the first 15. And a couple of opening picks against Simple. But Simple, obviously, 14 and 6 right now.
Definitely the most nerve-wracking part, I think, for Fuxo is that Navi are going to slow play the rounds until they fully figure out exactly where the gaps are from Fuxo. Then they're going to encroach on map control and attack. And Fuxo just have to be ready at every single portion of the rounds. And they don't play like, obviously, like a lot of the BR teams with just more aggression in general. You like that dolphin peak?
6 jumps later.
Still living.
Still living his best life. But when all you have is an unarmored deagle, it's not really the best life to live. He looked to come and join the players on long, and Lukowski, before he can get there, has killed them both. So now Perfecto rolls up into the ghost town. 40,000 people used to live here. And Perfecto's one of them. Down he goes, 9-8. Fuxo, nice and easy, keep 5 players up, see what happens with the scout in the hands of Woody. But for now, we have to wait before Navi's war machine gets rolling.
Well, they got a lot of notes. I wonder how many paragraphs are there dedicated to Fuxo.
Did you see that headline from James saying that he'd prefer if players didn't have access to the notes and that it was a coach thing?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Don't care.
Okay. Didn't ask.
Didn't ask.
All right, guns up.
I can't read them. You know, I want to know what's on these notes so badly.
True. That's true. We get a good amount of mid-aggression. Check that out. Phelps was ready for the fight, as was Woody. He just took that scout into tunnels and picked up a kill into upper tons. Not even a peek like Bit just did, but this dead body up top is the victim of Woody's SSG-08. Wild scenes. Now set up for another chance at the top mid kill. Lukowski comes out wide with the MP9. Bit's gone down. And so this first gun round from Navi is 4v3 plus electronic 22 HP.
Yes, not looking too promising.
Love the aggression.
Yeah, I think this is one of the best situations to have a scout. They can keep peeking, keep trying to find tags. Group up is coming towards the B side, of course. No more utility will be expended on other parts of the map. VSM waiting patiently here, spotting from the big box in the site. Lukowski's first rotation doesn't have a great gun, so this is the best site to go to. VSM, a lot rides on this win.
Smoke already pin pulled. Oh, incendiary. Even better. Forces util out of Navi, and look, they've offered him a bomb. How polite. With that, Navi have to give this one up. So, double digits to Fuxo.
Yeah, now they've got awkward money as well. They'll have the 2 guns at least.
Things get interesting from this point forward.
It does, yeah. Oh, will they
have
even
the
have
guns?
2 guns? That's the question.
Perfecto, all that remains. I'm excited to see that scout shot from the lower tunnels into upper. A high pressure situation there for Woody. And he delivered. Even with that top mid setup not going the way of Phelps, they still all got out of there as well, right? Electronic gets the first kill, but doesn't press his luck. They just posted. Look at this, delivered. Oof, Simple crouched into it.
Woody has killed Simple more times than Simple has killed Woody this game.
Despite Simple being 14 and 8.
Amazing.
I also don't know if that's a true stat, but you said it with confidence.
I didn't verify. Didn't verify.
Nice nade to wound the only rifle of Navi. So right out of the gate, and the high hopes of Perfecto going huge. More likely to go home here in round 19. Perfecto is watching the corner for SDY on the counter flash, but it gets cleared out. The AK finds two. A little lineup here for Lux, but Simple able to walk away with that AK-47. So all things considered, Navi, you take a fight like that.
Yeah, that's pretty decent. Oh, the CTs are roaming. Okay, but Lucauzi in a good spot. I mean, how could there be two close double doors with mid control? There's no way they're going to clear this. And Lucauzi, well,
Simple versus Lux.
he said, oh, Lux doesn't spot the cross, and Simple's going to be able to get to B, but he's thinking he's going to get cut off right here.
Oh, this is where...
Oh, Simple's reading that either Lux pushed towards long. I don't know if he could read that he went up cat.
He's making noise.
Honestly, it was a weird play from Lux, and I think that's why it works right here. But that's like the most unlikely of the options, right? Because if it's coming out mid, then why wouldn't Lux be just coming back to spot the cross?
Yep.
And if he's pushing through long, that would have made sense. But Lux goes up on cat just in case Simple tries to ultra super mind game it and go in that direction. Runs right into his arms.
No fight back from Simple in the 1v1. Nice attempt there from Perfecto to prime them for a robbery of a round, but here we go. Look how easy that could be.
Covered the real unlikely option there.
Yeah, when you're in a 1 versus 1 against Simple and you see the back of his head, that's such a sigh of relief.
Yes.
You know, it's like, oh, thank God.
Yes.
Nicely done from
He's
Lux.
as good as every other man when he's not looking at you.
You know, Lux kind of the unknown quantity of Fuxo, really.
Yeah.
Gets to queue up a clutch.
And another awkward money situation here for Navi as the investment comes in. Oh, they've got good.
That's fine.
Yeah, they've got a good. Oh, sorry, it's the last round where they just didn't have much going into it. So overall, even though they didn't win, call that a success. What a nade. That's Perfecto down.
Nice
36 health here off that nade, and they just escape off of it as well.
On his own. Just runs the risk.
Got to appreciate little tactics like that. Not being too greedy.
VSM's cross spotted, but then the Lucauzi smoke in middle. Insta rotation into the B bomb site. Phelps drawn back through CT. Bit starts to pry through those doors. Ooh, flashpoint. Oh, not even decoy. No flash? What was that?
I don't know, actually.
What was that?
Not sure. But if it was a flash, it landed behind him, so maybe that's why. We'll see what happens from now on. Oh, they're pulling the goalie on the B side a little bit. Actually, VSM just chilling in the window for now. Clearly, Navi have it in their plans to hit the B site fully. Just a matter of when.
And a matter of what can Fuxo offer on the defense? Putting a second player towards middle right now. B's completely clear, but Woody, he gets that first one. Nobody looking at B. They are very much fixated on the mid-hold first, and it goes well enough. But a repeat from VSM straight into the scope of Simple, who drops bomb for others to deal with, frees up his AWP, and, well, Fuxo have their work set out for them if they want to chance this retake.
They both played outside the site, and it doesn't matter what your numbers are and stuff. It's always a risk because
back to haunt them.
If someone crosses out of the tunnels and you can't throw nades at them, and they can smoke the doorway, you're just in a retake. And even if you're in a 5v4 retake, you're still rather be the T side, I think, sitting on the B site with control. So right there, playing both outside the site meant that if one went down, both were spotted, then they know as the T side you can just run in. That's a huge problem for Fuxo. So they probably would have been better off just playing kind of like one person outside, one person inside, or both inside. Of course, they didn't know that Woody would get his shot, op shot through the CT smoke, and win them that first duel. But still, kind of Navi picking the right place and attacking with some kind of decent players here in this position. Woody, oh, it's before the smoke even comes up, so good awareness.
VSM's trade. Props to Sumdai Young to bring one with him.
And VSM, if he had not jiggled in that doorway,
yeah,
that might have been just a kill. Still feels hard to say where this game is going to go at this point. Just certainly feels like there is a chance for Fluxo to close this, but you know that's just not something you want to call too early.
Very tough to call against Navi,
Yeah.
especially with Simple currently doing enough. 17-9, so really
Yeah.
not bad. But kill matrix much more evened out here for Fluxo, so Simple versus the world, but the world's not too well equipped. Lukowski on the op, Phillips on the M4. And they try to press up Catwalk first and foremost. Actually makes a little opening here for the pistols to press beyond. Ooh, they don't get spotted.
Yeah, SDY is sleeping here inside of the long doors.
Interesting.
But he has his back covered, but it just allows the CTs to get to weird spots. Now we'll see if they read this.
Oh!
Well, okay, that'll make things a little strange. However, they get
saw the
spotted
backpack.
going to suicide. Yeah.
Lux feeling like the pressure's too much. Still able to deliver. Now, SDY's still worried about the suicide, but he's got to deal with Lux because that man just took down 2 players with a P250. This VSM situation could be SDY's undoing, but you'll ultimately find him. Hiding in the lane, Phelps in the meanwhile gets a chance. Guns down, perfecto. Woo! Remember, there were guns. 2 weapons still for Fluxo. And after the P250 goes so big, they are just led like lambs to the slaughter into that B bomb site. Phelps, oof.
Man, to keep it real, when we saw Lux play at the showdown, was the kind of the least impressive player, I would say. That round was massive, and a couple of good ones, including that 1v1 over Simple just a couple rounds ago. Means that Fluxo will just maintain a lead here. 2 P250 kills just like that. Wow, it's not every day you see Navi get eco'd.
Well, and the timing was so critical. The lower tunnel player, even expecting that first fight, right? This peek here from Bit is just exactly what you'd think would undo Lux.
Sure.
These shoulder peeks were nice.
Yeah.
Just giving him the business.
Yeah, even this clutch was possible if not for some great shooting there from Phelps. He's not someone you can underrate as well. Been in the game for a long time. I believe they made top 8 with him at, I'm not sure what major it was, but back on SK. Sort of as the decline started happening for that kind of original goated lineup with the Underfallen. But he was I think the last really solid stand-in before things really started getting messy.
Right.
And they made one deep run with him, and then he kind of fell through the cracks, and it's cool to see him floating back up years later.
Oy. Simple opts not to pull the trigger. Bit a little nervous now as lower tunnels could have been compromised, but Fluxo stay on their side of the doors. Someone's going to have to go big from Navi to deny this 13th round. It's Perfecto's scout or Simple's op that we look at. Unless somebody prevails with a pistol a la Lux. Oof. Little warning shot over the bow there. Lux keeps his head tucked. Nade could have been way worse with how clumped up Navi are towards those tunnels. Wow. And they get Lukowski unrooted from his opening position. Bank nade also negligible, so...
Yeah, that could have been way worse. The amount of attention there from the CT side inside of mid, right?
Mm-hmm. For barely any damage.
Yeah.
Like 7 points across all 5 players. Feels like Navi just won a game of dodgeball. Where the balls explode. And Simple catches Woody, so that kill matrix, yeah, shifting back the other way. Catwalk could be compromised, but let's talk about time. 30 seconds remaining here. 2 scoped weapons and pistols to push forward. That's what Navi have to lean on.
No nades to stop this. HEs would be massive in this position to deal with the cat attack coming in.
Right, but already burned and already so unsuccessful. So Goose being held onto. Phelps, tapped out by Bit. Little drive-by towards Long. Lux tucks. And Some Die Young gets his in mid. This one goes swimmingly for Navi.
Yeah, that's incredibly clean. And again, I think in terms of protocols, you want to give Fluxo a lot of credit for showing their math here. They did put a lot of pressure down on mid. They knew that there was an amalgamation of Ts coming through the lower tunnels. They tried to hit him with nades. They were just off slightly on timings, which I don't want to say, they really messed up because that can be slightly unlucky. I think they were in spots where T's were or were about to be, but nothing went their way. And then one Molly came back on a low utility buy from Navi to Molly out the close mid doors player. And once they did that, everything started to fall into place. They really highlighted the value of their op on Simple and made that as difficult as possible for Fuxo. So they'll take that one on the chin, allow Navi to get to 10, and they unfortunately allow them to do this with tempo because now they have some money saved. They do it on eco round themselves. And I think this should kind of imbue them with a little bit more energy, probably feeling like, oh, today is not our day, things are going wrong.
Right.
Well, now it's starting to feel a little bit brighter.
Yeah. They recovered it very well. Exactly what they needed, exactly when they needed it. Things for a second were getting sketchy, but now all Navi have to do is follow through. That lead evaporates, and we can forget about this Dust 2 potentially being an upset to start this series. Fuxo, the lowest ranked team at this event, of course. Understandable considering the level of competition. And those seedings peer-reviewed.
Wonder if Navi have any regrets.
Yeah, right. Actually, we'll take OG.
Hey.
No op vision there from Goose. Whoa.
Well, 3 on A. Doesn't feel like they're actually attacking A. They might be dropping CT, I'm not sure. But bomb's coming back towards mid.
What's up here?
Looks like they're waiting for some kind of reaction. I don't know. They're just floating in this position. The bomb starts to come back up towards Cat as well. Might be a bit of a breakdown in their decision-making. I don't know what they're thinking right now, but they don't seem sure of themselves.
Feels kind of jumbled up. Everybody bouncing into one another.
Man, really low on grenades, though, again for Fuxo. They can't even deny this Molotov.
No.
And, oh, that's a free kill.
Yeah, tries to late peek it, but Simple awaits, and so does Woody towards the cross. We got 20 seconds here for Navi to get this bomb down on A, and Woody awaits the follow-up. He brings Sumdai Young with him. Simple continues to tear them up now. 3 op kills from Simple. He'll go ahead and get that plant in. He's sitting on 87 health. Electronics nearly dead. And Simple, that's 4 as he looks for the ace and the clutch right on top. Give him enough runway and he will take off.
I mean, as we can see, there's been tumultuous here in this match in the first half and the second as well. But Simple has consistently put up. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think how many kills he could have had given the amount of times he's even died to Woody in that first half. Some of the awkward situations they've been in, but an ace to top this off while he was already top ranking. And look at these shots, man. None of them were easy. Oof. The trades he was getting on long as well. Holy. He's a threat.
I didn't see him miss.
I know.
I didn't see him miss. 5 bullet op, no problem.
Yeah. True. He's practicing for the nerf.
Yep. Getting ready.
Oof.
He's still good, folks.
Yeah. 23 and 10 off of the back of that one, and the Fuxo economy's gone. So,
Ah.
yeah. 6 for 6.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other one that keeps up. Practicing for the nerf here. Damn, that was a nasty ace.
In a relatively important round as well.
Yeah, it really was.
Not as important, of course, as winning with the single scout and op. That was really the round that kind of took all the wind out of the sails of Fuxo CT side. But it's definitely the last nail in the coffin. For now.
You can't say
For
the
now.
last
Yeah, I
nail
just
of the
did.
coffin for now.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like literally, basically.
Basically, you know, metaphorically, literally. Kinda.
There could be a couple more nails.
Yeah. Listen, big coffin industry, man, they're going to want us buying 2.
True.
You know, you got to replace that like light bulbs.
Sure. So, soccer or football?
Doesn't matter.
I made that really bad, and somehow you made it even worse. I love that. There's someone fully Arthured right now saying it matters, it matters.
It matters so much. I love kicking the ball. Well, that's cool for you.
Yeah.
But I like clicking the heads. 3 CTs save and spawn. I think Canada's playing in that World Cup thing.
Let's go. We'll just win it. It should be easy. They haven't changed the map in years. Just kidding, guys. It's, of course, a football. Okay?
I never realized it's CSGO branded.
Send your hate to Connor.
I'll take the heat.
No, they put it there because of VSM's tattoo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Makes much more sense. Guns back up in the hands of Fuxo. Okay, now we're in the last leg of this race, where the coffins shall be nailed.
The final nails will be placed.
Oh, there we go.
Damn, some good tunnels nadage here from the CT side, but VSM all but alone. Now, they do have this kind of pincer on mid between the two players. Fast rotations with the CT side. Navi do have a mean B-side exec. Doesn't look like they want to use it just yet. Actually smart to walk away. And so long control, you know, with a full minute, that's responsible.
See what Woody can offer us here. No support, but angle held.
Yeah, low utility here for Fuxo once again.
Simple looking like he's glued to SDY. This is going to be a multitude of players peeking.
Uh-oh.
And Woody misses the first chance. They've exited. They just got a lot of real estate for free.
Man, this is terrifying because there's still 2 upper tunnels, so I don't even know how this round actually ends up. The bomb is going back into A or into mid. I mean,
30 seconds.
They might have tried to show it. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe trade with the op and now lead into B. VSM, he's still on alert here. But there's only one in this position. It's a hard round 15. To read if you're Fuxo. I mean, you think it could be long control, so this comes down to VSM. 10 seconds. They got to cross this bomb up. I mean, can they even make it?
If he holds the line, well, things could have been all right.
Oh my God.
5, 4.
He got it. No way.
Oh my goodness.
Don't call it good, folks. That was messy. That was messy.
Okay, dude. That's playing with fire.
They can't keep getting away with this.
Yikes.
I don't know what they were cooking, but apparently they had the recipe. They had it down to a monicum of time right there. I'm sure.
That's like some James shit right there.
That was some James shit. That was 100% some James shit. Yeah.
That's the time wizard
they
himself.
Saw him win that major. Said, they want to be like him for real.
Yeah.
Now.
I saw him do it.
Yeah.
And I can pull it off too. Nicely done here from Navi. They'll get away by the skin of their teeth on timing. And VSM definitely could have put a spanner in the works. But Bit, yeah, solved the issue quickly. Despite getting dinked.
Oh.
With not a second to spare.
My goodness.
That bomb goes down. Navi lead 13/12.
I feel like Blade's going to whip them all after this game anyways, even if they win. Figuratively.
Okay, bro. Yeah.
Fuxo keeping the energy high on their last timeout,
Yep.
and definitely still odds, you know, to put this together. It's still 12-13. That last round, I feel bad. Like, you could have watched every game that Navi have played, I'm going to say, in, like, the last year, and I don't think I've seen a single round like that. That was weird as hell. So, to not be ready for that, it's understandable. That was some, like, Zeus Navi type of round with...
Classic.
It was even more deliberate back then. Here, it just feels like they organized a little too late and still got away with it.
Ooh. Woody gonna find a kill on that long corner that he had to concede in the round prior. And Simple, not even phased by the bullets whizzing by. we get the push up into the tunnels, VSM's going to be able to just hold on to this piece of map control. They weren't leaning on his deagle to get it, but joined by Phelps through lower. Now Fluxo have a bigger picture. Oh, yes. Not to mention opening kill off of Woody, right? Remember, 3 weapons saved. Very active CT side.
Yeah, these 2 smokes will be the thing that make the difference here for Fluxo on the site. They got to be careful about when they throw them. And I don't know if one's leaving their hands right now to set up a one-way. No, the cross comes out. Oh, need to finish off Bit. Perfect person to take out.
Crazy that one round with all the nades out of Fluxo towards middle did no damage when we've seen great grenades like that in tons, and now this time towards long. But we get Navi trying to climb into the site. Perfecto and some Young deliver. And it's the last man left here for Navi. 35 HP, 1v3, 30 seconds again. How does he unravel this? He sees the barrel being played with by Woody. So he's going to look elsewhere for the time being. VSM at a distance. That's 2 bodies confirmed. Where's the third? And then how do you unravel all of this? Bomb plant comes for free. No rush yet. Catches a little damage onto the cap player. This is winnable. Oh, but the op shot from Woody. Where the round started, the round ends. That's 4 kills from the Brazilian opper to tie this game back up.
Yeah, between the pistol and the op, that absolutely was scary. Navi could not make their way back in, and I think the smokes were used perfectly right here. I mean, Woody kept a one-way out that was useful all the way to the end. He got his opening kill. They got this an HE well-placed on Bit, who was low, coming up front to make sure that was a 5v3. And again, Woody playing off this kind of very standard lurk smoke, but just throwing a smoke at the right time. It's harder than it looks, you know. It can be very easily get baited into throwing it early, and you never want to throw it too late. That's why they end up getting thrown early more often than not, which can also be a problem. And Navi had a good amount of time there to kind of work up to the site, but for the few resources that Fluxo had, they made that go the distance. Another buy, however, still comes in. Simple, we'll see. I think he sees a 2-on-2 now, because he saw 2 cross, one in that lower piece. They take long control, and they win their duel. Uh-oh.
Lux, close but no cigar, leaves Electronic on 4 HP.
This leaves Phelps actually really vulnerable, because now Navi are not worried about long for the time being. They have lots of time on the clock. It might be hard to rotate out of here. They're giving him an escape route, and they actually want him to.
DSM's coming.
Yes, they need to make this move.
Simple's holding it. Missed shot from the opper, but Phelps can't find his headshot. And so suddenly that B site looks tantalizing. Smoke grenade as VSM is improvising a hold. Keeps things off for the moment, but again, there's so much time still, right? This isn't that 20-second crunch. This is Navi with everything still to use.
I think this is a situation where Simple's info just wins right away. He's locking down that door cross, sees a 2-on-2, then they take the long control right away. Of course, that's a 50-50 engagement, but it's Electronic. Maybe it's like 55, you know, and he just wins that. Map just becomes so incredibly weak. And while Phelps' spot would have been cool, let's say if they got that first kill, then they might have to think about trading out long or organizing behind that. Or Phelps feels like now he's more expendable. He could actually have more freedom to fight. Now he feels like he has to win the fight or they're screwed. Well, Navi makes sure to keep tabs on him, not get tunnel vision by the VSM push, and keep things together. Uh-oh.
Missed shot.
Man, that was a... It looked like it was... Looked good.
Between the legs.
It was.
Looked like a shot harder to miss than to hit.
Well, look what they've done. I don't know how they convinced them to do this, but 3 players in the B site, all the T's going up towards A. This is for 14 at least. Fluxo will keep 2 ops.
This game's been tight every step of the way, so no reason to not believe, but gonna have to hang on to all 3 of those weapons. Gonna need every single save.
Simple holding the cross, actually.
You know, I had this game painted as a blowout. No offense to Fluxo and their fans. But I thought Navi were just going to come in here and shred, kind of get revenge from Rio, as FaZe did at the start of the day. So to be hanging on, that's so far Dust 2. Let's see it. It's 14 to Navi, and the op still being held on to, but this final push comes out. Oh, they're going to have to fight tooth and nail. Every entry under pressure, Simple catching Lukowski, and both AWPs do get cleared. That is a tough pill to swallow for Fluxo.
That is money gone here for Fluxo. And they'll put down one more reinvestment. They actually are able to pick up an op as well. So that's nice. Actually, I mean, it's pretty decent. They have all the nades they need. It's just that everything kind of rests on this round now.
One kit on VSM for the next round.
Wow.
And Simple back to scouring down the mid lane. It's not full info. But it's also not an opening pick towards long. Remember that Lux versus Electronic fight last round for the 5v4.
Looks like they're playing this not expectant of an up. SDY kind of freely peeking inside the long doors. Maybe they're reading the money in such a way. I'm surprised that Woody could actually afford one, so this could be Weapon X for Fuxo in round 28.
Yeah, he was lucky Phelps had extra money. Drop that over for him. We'll see if it catches. Navi slipping.
Now, he has had a couple of opportunities that didn't go so well. Woody, they'll need him now. He's had an overall very good game.
Flash for Bit to peek inwards. Comfortable cross from Navi up to Cat. Phelps leans back, but so does the bomb. Samdai Young only grabbing it now. Lukowski, oh, he gets aggressive up in tunnels and catches a very clean kill versus Perfecto. Bit comes through with the headshot onto Woody, who was trying to get onto the corner. They still haven't dealt with Phelps. He's been here since the start, and he's hanging on for dear life, calling for those rotations. Now he sees the player close. Still alive and kicking. They nearly line up, but Samdai Young gets his kill, and jumping over boxes, VSM hopes as he hops and catches Navi stuck behind box. Electronic extends down the ramp. VSM is killing, and Lukowski finds another. Woo. 2 up for Fuxo as we get tied 14 rounds apiece.
Hey, shout out to VSM for not just sitting there inside of CT spawn and waiting for some very difficult peek or for Simple to peer down into CT spawn and take that round into his own hands, jumping up onto the fast cat, making sure that fight's as easy as possible, getting his first kill as well, and they shut down that attack with this first push from Lukowski, not only getting the kill, but clearing out the upper tunnels all the same, and then having Phelps as well hit a very hard shot on the ramp, staying alive. And it felt like they were giving him a nightmare of a time just sitting in place by staying up on the cat bricks, shooting at him, trading out his teammate on long, taking out his support first, and he still held his nerve. And that one was probably the match for Fuxo. So they survive. They have a chance to now win this game themselves within regulation, or at the very least take it to OT. Not quite there, but there is a lot of pressure now on Navi. The last thing you want right now is for the team who's the underdog to feel like they can win the match. Usually at this point of the game, Navi have a death grip on their opponent, but I think it feels like there's a little bit of wiggle room here for Fuxo.
A little later to the boost. No information here for Simple. But Bit's already down into the tunnels, so clear for the taking. They're cautious of a catwalk aggression. Lukowski, oh, softened up immensely here by Bit. Yeah, they know it. They've got him scrambling back into the CT spawn. Simple drawn like a moth to the flame as frags could be had in mid. Electronic pressing up into the catwalk. And Fuxo, if they're not cautious, they could walk right into that op. But instead, they boost Lukowski. They're going to leave him here with that lesser HP.
Well, I never see the spot getting played these days. An interesting way to use him on 32 health.
Little X factor in round 29.
And you know, there's a lot of trust in VSM in the spot. They're really hoping that this round ends towards A. I don't think Fuxo are going to give them any clues. They're just going to try to wait this out. But Navi haven't made a decision. Usually pretty good at picking sites in these late rounds. I don't know if they think it's going to be an overreaction to the A, and that's what they saw with all those players putting pressure on the right side of doors. It feels like yes. Lukowski, can he get anything?
Oh, they're not watching, and now that smoke goes down. Oh, but he slid off. He's looking to push in. They're now distracted as VSM delivers a hold. He is on his own in that B site. Lukowski, it could be his chance, but he gets stuffed by Simple. Point blank on CT. Simple gives the cover needed, and Navi slide through with the bomb plant, but there's still life left on this one. Lux in from top mid, a 3v3. at a chance for Fuxo if they want to press in around those tunnels, but Electronic's gone back towards T-spawn, and that should be the end-all of this double tunnels flank.
He's going far. I mean, I wonder if he's actually... I mean, he's getting really far, to be honest. There's going to be a timing on him, it feels like. Getting into his spot now. Very long distance with this AK. Let's see if it gets cleared. CT's locked off right now on that tunnel steps. And just thinking about the save. Oh, they don't even get the kill in this position. Phelps at least gets away with the op. And that's 2 ops saved for Fuxo, but match point here for Navi.
Yeah, 15 secured by Simple, making sure that mid stayed under their control for at least those critical seconds. Lukowski not getting vision over the ramp. I genuinely thought that he was going to wait on that boost.
He got mollied.
Oh.
He got mollied, but then also not pushing through after the VSM kill. I feel like versus almost anyone else, Lukowski comes through that smoke.
Right.
That was the chance where no one was looking at him. He was in an unlikely spot. People don't use that boost as much. It does get mollied. And when he gets pushed forward, they don't know that he fell off the boost. And he decides to just wait. And I think that patience killed him.
Well, the double ops that they weren't allowed to save 2 rounds ago are here in their hands. And Woody doesn't stick around inside those tunnels. A daunting task. Takes the blind shot through. Navi looking to survive this challenge from Fuxo. And it all comes back to that one round where Navi, with a scout and an op, destroyed the CT's hopes of a clean close. But they've also got to finish off round 30. Phelps ahead of the utility, looking for somebody to hit, gets blinded and falls away through fire. Lucky to still be alive, as is Electronic. Lukowski pressed against the tunnels of the B site. It's Woody and VSM if he gets a rotation from middle. Dangerous position he holds. Misses his first shot, but at least we've already got Woody in through the window. Lukowski, 2 missed attempts, a second AWP, but it gets lost inside the smoke, and Navi's just gonna tear straight through this B defense. Nothing being offered by the Brazilians, and a bomb plant soon enough. They're cautious. They wanna make sure nobody's getting up into any wild antics. It's going to be a desperate attempt here from Fuxo. Electronic comfortably still towards middle. VSM point blank. 2 kills actually come out. And with that, a little grain of hope. A seed to be sown. Bit looks away and lets his teammates do the work. Some Die Young and Perfecto pop in. And with those